For Fashion Trends on the Tuesday, felt it, love it, and treasured it. And we're joined by Cecilia Ho from FELTasticFashion to talk about her craft and how you can purchase her items and learn how to craft it for yourself. Cecilia, always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jamarcus. I'm glad I'm here to share what I love.
I love a burst of color on a Tuesday. Some great items. Let's talk about, first of all, how you got into this. You were born into a family of designers and people in fashion. So
I guess my mom is a wedding dressmaker back in Hong Kong. My dad is interior designing. So I guess I grew up seeing them do a lot of hand skill to create their artwork. Put it on their client, put it on the ladies' pretty gowns. Like, I just always love it, and so I have a passion to keep making things for people and creating new things.
So you perhaps had the fashion gene. What point did you say felt was the thing that I wanted to work with in fiber?
I have not come across felt until when I get older. Really, I see people starting to sell a few decoration in the store, but I moved to Nova Scotia from Toronto, and then from Nova Scotia I actually live by all the sheep farm. Everybody actually has their own sheep. They shear and then get their yarn, and then they create their own wool with wool. So that's how I pick up. And especially when my daughter was born, I want to make something all natural. So I start making things, making ornaments, making different decoration and toy for my daughter. So that's how I start. So
it's both the inspiration from the sheep, just having that, and also your daughter. You're like, I want to make something that's natural and a bit healthier for her, which is exciting. Let's go around and talk about some of the items that you do make, and we're going to get into how the process works in a bit. But yeah, talk about some of the things you make. I mean, you have a little bit of everything.
Yes. So felting, a lot of people familiar with needle felting, with adding design and create a little three-dimensional ornament. But actually, the original felting is actually making the fabric by itself, just wool, by adding some water and soap by hand to kind of mix it all together to create the fabric. It has been an ancient, before Christ time. That's how people start making fabric with this technique. So that is wet felting.
Wow.
And Nuno felting in the front, that is my koi fish, and or my my little lampshade. These are by Nuno felting, or some of my scarf on my other side. They are combining silk fabric. So I adding wool, merino wool, and silk, mulberry silk fiber. And I kind of using, again, some olive oil by hand, by water, slowly kind of merging to get all the fiber tangled together that become piece of fabric.
It seems like a very intensive process. How long does something like this take? I know every item is very different, but let's say making, something like the shawl on the front. How long would something like that take?
That was the most complex one for sure.
I don't know why my eye just told me that would be very complex.
That one, it takes multiple layers of different colors and have to go in certain direction of the fiber to create the, have you paint in a different angle of the brushstroke. So I have to lay out the fiber in different angle. That one possibly take me about 5 to 6 hours, maybe a little bit more, because it's multiple steps. I cannot do all at one time.
Yeah.
I have to go it multiple times. Sometimes I have to wait for it dry a little bit and then go back and repeat back and forth.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Obviously with the fashion, people can buy these items as well.
They can customize. They can tell me what color they like, mix and match.
Yeah, I mean, I love this, like the globe there that has a light on it. Obviously, you can't really tell it with the lights on in here, but a really cool piece to be able to add to your home.
Yes, it's a home decoration, night to night. And on top with felt painting, it adds like a felt panel for acoustic reason in the room. That will be helpful for all the sun around your room and the temperature. It will adjust the moisture too.
I love that. Helps with the temperature. So I want to get into a little bit of how it's done. Obviously, you teach classes about this so people can learn how to do their own felt work. But give us a little bit of the basics of how your process goes.
How about you pick out some color?
Ooh, okay. So I like, let's go with this little magenta here.
Yeah, we're going to pull some wood from there.
And maybe this little green here.
Green, yeah.
And
you want to do one more color?
Maybe like this. I like this little seafoam color here.
Ah, okay, sure. Next. Now we're going to mix it up, just like pulling cotton candy, like this.
So
you want to try
it?
So
you just kind of pull it?
Yep. Okay. You want to pull it, give you some magenta, mixing and blending it. Then we're going to lay out on a pre-felt, so there's a backing, but sometimes people will just write on heads. You lay them out on top.
All right.
So that is your abstract design. And you can start out with, this is a tool just to hold. Then you don't stab yourself.
Okay.
And you just keep stamping.
And you just stamp.
Just stamp.
Okay, I can do that.
You can do that. Everybody can do that.
How many classes of this do you offer in a month? I mean, it probably varies, but.
So I teach private classes, so anytime can call me up. And then when I do group workshop at art center, like Greenville Center of Creative Arts, Spartanburg Art Museum, they have monthly seasonal workshop as I have scheduled there, teaching different type of technique like needle felting, wet felting, and needle felting technique. And at school, so it's usually the teacher or the school coordinator asked me to go in to teach some art integration classes. So
and arts integration is such an important part of like the curriculums in school.
Yes, yes, definitely. And then it also kind of showing that how students can start out from drawing a painting and then on a paper and then try to transform into a real painting.
And seeing how art also transforms from being something like this to being wearable, to being usable, to being functional in a space, which is important. All right, so how far, is this it?
You just keep doing it until it all attached together, and that's all you need to do.
Awesome, I can handle this.
You can.
But doing the pieces that you do are way more incredible.
Just a little bit time to kind of play around with the wool with different directions, like you paint like that, but you would play around with the wool fiber.
Such a great exercise, and it's therapeutic too, gives you a little bit of therapy. Tell us about your website so we can take a look at your calendar to see when your classes are coming up, or maybe they want to hire you to come in and do a class for someone, or even do a custom piece.
Yeah, sure. You can always email me. My email address is FELTasticFashion at gmail.com, and my website is www.FELTasticFashion.com, and I list my calendar with different classes. Or if you sometimes see, okay, there's a block, I have nothing, which means you can call me up or email me like, oh, can I reserve that day? Can I come in to learn in class? Usually it's about 3 hours.
Okay.
That's how you can create a simple project like what Jamaica studied, but more details on it.
I need some skill. I need to work on my skills, my felting skills. I'm going to be doing that in 2023. You can go to FELTasticFashion.com for more information if you want to buy some of these pieces or sign up for one of Cecilia's classes. Cecilia, thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thanks.